We are just a couple miles east of the LAX airport, just off the 405 and the 105 at the beautiful SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Los Angeles Chargers. The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. They started on the ground with Eckler, and he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33. This defense for the Chiefs, they were very good in the win last week against Jacksonville.
And what I saw on film was a nearly unstoppable pass rush. 5 sacks last week, plenty of hurries given up. So now what do you do on offense? You just max protect, keep everyone in and run the ball, or maybe just 1 or 2 receiver routes in order to try and keep your quarterback upright.
An early test, 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2. Here's Herbert. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield. So opening drive, 3rd down. They complete the slant to move the sticks.
And ordinarily, it's a high percentage pass when you throw it. And receivers like to run that route because it gets the ball in their hands pretty quickly. Just a couple of quick steps upfield, break towards the middle, and the ball should be there. And then they can do some work afterwards.
Now a nice throw here right side. He hauls it in. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Steps away. Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards. That's a great example right there to remind everyone of what a weapon he can be as a mobile quarterback, Charles. Nice play to escape the pocket and get his offense into the red zone with a 1st down.
And defensive coaches losing their mind on that play because they knew about his mobility coming in, and they preached all week long. If he gets outside the pocket, find receivers in your area and cover them. Otherwise, plays like that will continue to result. Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Back to throw here, Herbert. Flushed out right. And that's complete to Shepard. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a 1st down. Eckler. He is going nowhere in a hurry as he is going to lose yardage here in a big way. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
Overall, I'd have to say that was just really good team defense because, to me, you can't pin that one on the running back. He had no shot there. He had a man in his face immediately.
Back at the 5-yard line now, 2nd and goal. It's Eckler again. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Sliding out of the pocket. Hard throw, incomplete.
Well, he certainly did a nice job improvising there, extending the play, hoping someone would come open downfield, but they never did.
Here we go on fourth. Herbert. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Trent McDuffie with a pick. And the Chiefs are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th and goal. Well, that is a quick lesson on how difficult this defense is to throw against. An interception on their initial drive of the ball game.
Now we know why their offensive staff spent the entire week awake trying to prepare for this one, because you can't totally shy away from throwing the football. But at the same time, you're looking at them and going, where are the weaknesses? How are we going to move it?
One of the top defenses in the NFL for a reason. We just saw one example right there. Eric Kendricks in on the tackle. And see, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that has won 5 games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder, because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level. And sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more the priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
On 2nd and 9, Mahomes escaping the pressure right. That's complete to John Ross. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That one good for 20 on the catch and run. First catch of this game, a big one. Of course, he had the big performance last week when he was AFC Offensive Player of the Week.
Yeah, but that was so last week, wasn't it? I mean, look at what he's doing now. I think he's trying to exceed what he did in that game and continue to ascend in this season.
He's going to float this one deep right side. Got a man, it's caught at the 6-yard line. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling with touchdown number 7 on the year. Out. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Once more, here's Eckler. Yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down. The Chargers at 2-7 now on the year. And they come in losers of 2 straight, so trying to turn things around here.
And you just mentioned 2 straight, and when you're talking about 2 games, that's nothing to panic about. They feel like they've been a little bit unlucky in the last couple. This is a club that's more than capable of turning things around, and I expect them to play really well here.
11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
On first down, it's Herbert. Forced out to his left. He'll get this to Eckler. After all that, they only wind up with a yard. It's 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Here's 2nd and 9. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. To throw again on 2nd down. Herbert. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's interception of the football.
Well, those have been a problem for him all season, but never quite as much as they have in these last few minutes. Let's count it up now. A pair of picks on his team's last 2 drives and double-digit interceptions this season. I don't care if you're the best in the game or an undrafted rookie. You've got to take better care of the football, or you're going to cost your team chances.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Second and 9 from the 44. They'll set up a throw. Got a man open. It's Ross. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that will bring up 2nd down. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Chiefs go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that'll make the score 14-0. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Charger drive about to get going. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern. It has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Throwing again on 2nd down. Herbert. He's got his man. That's Everett, the tight end. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Herbert. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line. 2nd and 6. No, scratch that. 2nd and 7. Herbert throwing again. Give him another one right back to Allen. And he'll be brought down with a 1st down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 17-yard line. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And here he'll get it down to the 7. That one good for 10 yards. And that'll make it 2nd and a foot or so.
On any explosive run, you can almost feel the ground shaking, and that's from the offensive linemen creating space for their runners. I had an old coach tell me before, they always told his runners, run around the offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking so you don't trip and fall when it happens in a game.
Eckler going to get it again on 2nd down. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. This is 1st and goal, and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Accelerating, and off he goes. He's at the 30. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Chiefs on top. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? Ready for the start of the 3rd quarter. The Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half...
He's got a man. Complete. Touchdown. Travis Kelce, 75 yards. And the Chiefs come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the 3rd quarter. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes the score 21-0. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Charger drive about to get going. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing, and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll just toss it away. So he throws it away, and that brings up 4th down.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
On 4th down, Herbert. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with the football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Chiefs will have the football back in excellent field position. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And it'll be 2nd down. Mahomes going to throw. The ball popped in the air and intercepted. picked up by J.C. Jackson. And the Chargers are going to get the football back at their own 17. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the third quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception.
Left sideline, a dive, and it looks like he's got it. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Herbert now. Flush to his right. And his pass is intercepted for the fourth time today. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, I mean, you get it. They're trying to make something happen here in this third quarter, CD, but I don't think a pick six is exactly what they had in mind.
No, not at all, because this offense, they've been stuck all game long. Haven't dented the scoreboard yet, and they're kind of forced to take a few chances here, and that one, it backfired in a big way.
Extra point by Butker is on target, and it is 28-0. Here's the Chiefs kickoff unit now as they'll send this one away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. The Charger drive about to get going. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline.
His impatience has to be bubbling over, trying to find a way to get his team to the end zone for the first time. He did find a way to break contain and get outside to buy his receivers a little extra time, but the connection couldn't be made on that throw.
Herbert on third down now. It's complete to Williams. And he is going to have the Chargers first down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Caught by Allen. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Again, Herbert. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. Able to get the 1 yard he needed, but nothing more. Here's Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far at 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Herbert dancing to his left. He's got this to Williams, complete. He'll get it inside the 20. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Boy, he ran free there after the catch as that winds up going for 38. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. Herbert operating from the red zone, eluding the pressure right. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up 2nd down. 3rd quarter now from SoFi Stadium. Here's a 2nd and 10. Herbert back to the air. It's caught by his running back, Austin Eckler. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. So they take the flag and the yardage that comes with it. On 1st and 10, Herbert flush to his right. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Chiefs are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But he's got a man complete. And all the way in for a Kansas City touchdown. Marquez Valdez-Scantling, an 80-yard touchdown. And the Chiefs are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Extra point by Butker is on target, and that makes this 35-0 now. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Here's Eckler to begin the drive. And some room to work. And he'll be brought down at what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. 3 quarters have come and gone. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Herbert setting up to throw on 1st down. Flushed out right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. A wise move there. Looked like nobody open. Now 2nd down. So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
And that one almost intercepted. Boy, he's got 2 already, nearly a 3rd, but not to be, and it's 4th down. Here's J.K. Scott now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. It's about set to begin this drive. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions because the game is certainly not taking us there.
Trying to fight his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kenneth Murray. Oh, and I saw the pressure coming at him. That just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Well, I kind of got to give him credit. Another incompletion there, yes, but he's still trying to make plays outside the pocket.
Yeah, he's been hemmed in for much of the game. How about him getting outside there? And that's what you want to see from your quarterback. He's not giving up on this game, so every other player on the field has to say to himself, I can't give up either.
59 yards on the ground for him so far. This offense so far on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. The gain of 5 that time gives him the conversion and makes it 1st and goal.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the 1st down.
They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. Now, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1. Kelly to try to punch it in. And not only will he not get in, he's going to lose yardage. They stuff him back at the 4. On 4th and goal, Kelly stopped up. And this shutout is going to continue as the defense holds again. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive as they try to finish things off in this 4th quarter, and that current 5-game win streak looking like it's going to go to 6. Gain to the 5.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Back near his goal line. Here's Mahomes. Looking for Kelsey on the deep ball. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. And that falls to the ground incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone so they could use something here on 3rd down. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. And they'll get him down up past the 15, just shy of the 20. They were looking for a little spark and some breathing room. They got it right there, a gain of 14 and a 1st down. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on 3rd down. Went his way, it worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
Mahomes going to throw it here. Staying on his feet, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Finally hauled down for the first time this game. Multiple defenders in there to drop him. But defensively on the previous play, they gave up a pretty good chunk of yardage, but right there, they got a good portion of it right back.
And if we just flip it around from the offensive perspective, took a nice step forward, and how about a couple of leaps backwards after that play? They've got to figure out a big call coming up here to try and gain that yardage back.
Well, up big here in the 4th quarter, up really big. That pass and incompletion, I don't think they needed the completion, but, Charles, this is an offense right now that they're just having fun. They're clicking on all cylinders.
Yeah, you're right. They didn't need a completion. They certainly don't need any more points, but they're not going to turn them down. They're going to continue to run what they have in their playbook, and they still want to run it efficiently.
Here's the Chiefs punter now. Always a good sign when your first punt comes in the 4th quarter. And taken right on the 30. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good work bringing that one back as he picks up about 16 on the return. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Chargers in good field position to start out. 1st and 10 at their own 46. Now it's Herbert. Well, this is caught by Williams. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock stops with 23 seconds to go in the game. From the 45 on 2nd down, Herbert. And Herbert going to slide to a stop, and he has a 1st down. Now another timeout called for by the offense. That'll leave him with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Justin Herbert looking to pass, escaping the pressure right. Herbert has it knocked free, and it's picked up by the Chiefs.
Okay, this isn't one where you want to take the game tape and hold it up as an example, do you? I mean, you talk about frustrating all the way through, and that last error, I think that crystallizes it, doesn't it?
Absolutely. That's been representative of their entire game still being shut out. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They came into this one with a vision, Charles, and it has played out exactly as they had hoped, if not even better. They've got the huge lead here, and now the football for the final moments of the football. He's got a man, complete. And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
And this one is right through, and that will extend their lead even further. So not just a blowout win for them today, Charles, but a shutout blowout win as well. Clearly just a superior effort on both sides of the ball.
Hey, didn't it feel like you get a touchdown, and then the defense jumped up and said, hold it. We're getting involved as well. You're exactly right. Big points, both sides contributing, a full team win.
So for Kansas City, they keep pace for a playoff spot as they move to 7-3. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. With that, we say so long, everybody.